Toyota, moving forward.
At Lambeau, the Cowboys lead the Packers 13-6, but you know that if you've been watching the game like the rest of us. Tony Romo has a way of keeping things interesting, does he not?
He gives you something to cheer about no matter who you're cheering for out there. This week, last week, it doesn't matter.
And for those of you noting the absence here on the wide shot of Keith Olbermann, he is cheering for the Yankees and probably wiping away a tear. Longtime season ticket holder. We let him go to the stadium for the last game tonight against the Orioles.
He's stealing seats out there, isn't he? That's
yes,
what
he
he's
did.
doing.
Well, they did check you if you had a tool belt. You weren't allowed to bring a tool belt into Yankee Stadium, unlike any other day when you could. Well, they were checking to see if people would steal seats there.
So Bob Vila was denied access
yes,
to Yankee Stadium tonight. So without his tag team partner for this one night only, here's Dan.
Thanks, Bob. Comebacks, the theme, comebacks with overtime. Brian Greasy against his former team threw 67 passes, the last one being this one to Antonio Bryant for 38 yards. And that set up Matt Bryant, no relations, 21-yard field goal to win it in overtime, 27-24. Bengals at the Giants, overtime deciding this one. And it's John Carney from 22 yards out. The Bengals stay winless, the champs 3-0 heading into the bye week. Raiders at the Bills, Bills undefeated, another comeback. Trent Edwards to Roscoe Parrish. That with 4 minutes to go, Ryan Lindell, a field goal as time expired, gave the Bills a 24-23 win. Cardinals at the Eagles, or Cardinals at the Redskins.
No, maybe not.
How about the Broncos?
That was good.
Saints at the Broncos.
Martin Gramatica.
And it's not good.
Correct.
Broncos beat the Saints 34-32. Jaguars in the Colts. Late in the fourth. Colts down 6. Peyton Manning. 4th and 2. Marvin Harrison. Colts take the lead on a Joseph Adai 12-yard run. Gerard brings the troops back. Josh Scobie from 51 yards out. And the Jags pick up their first win 23-21. The Steelers, Eagles. Keystone State Showdown. Donovan McNabb to Perot Buckholder from 20 yards out. This was the only touchdown of the game. Eagles getting to know Ben Roethlisberger up close and personal throughout this one. He was sacked 8 times. Left the game late in the fourth with a right hand injury. X-rays negative. Eagles over the Steelers. Steelers first loss of the season. Dolphins, Patriots. Running the single wing. It's Ronnie Brown. The direct snap. 19-yard touchdown pass. Looking like Gale Sayers finds Anthony Fasano. Dolphins up 28-6. Brown also rushed for 4 touchdowns, including this one. 62 yards out from bouncing inside to bouncing out. 35-13, second player in NFL history to score 4 touchdowns and throw for 1 touchdown in the same game. Joey Porter sacked Matt Castle. He had 3 sacks. Bill Belichick after.
Outplayed us, outcoached us.
They certainly dominated on offense and defense. I thought we were competitive in the kicking game, but that was about it. They were the better team, and they did everything a lot better than we did today. So, not too much to say.
When Keith left the studio, he took the Arizona-Washington highlights with him. When we come back, a bit more on the Patriots' circumstances with our man Chris here. But next up, it's the line of scrimmage. The crew is still in Phoenix, taking the Arizona highlights with them. The Brophy Broncos out there in Phoenix prove what they're made of each week by playing football in extreme heat.
The action continues on America's most watched. Get the first hand.
These are only 12 days of my life. And you know how many days there is in a year, so figure it out.
First hand, only on Balls. And get the first-hand thrill with Metroactive Magazine. Find your adventure.
Opportunities to throw it down the field. It has not worked out so well. And the Patriots are one of those teams, they could run the football great. They do great with the screen passes. But that's only when Randy Moss is the deep threat and drawing coverage down the field. Now when they're playing in this shrunken football field and these little dinky-dunky kind of passes, this offense doesn't look anywhere close to the same.
Okay. Also earlier today, the Ryder Cup concluded in Louisville. And when it was over, the United States had an upset victory. Its first win over Europe since 1999.